So, welcome again to the football podcast. I'm Miranik here, and in today's segment, I will be talking about Liverpool's match that happened against West Ham United on 24th of February. That was our 20th league game. So, let's start this podcast and talk about this game and what happened in the other league games as well, a bit because some results affected our position in the league. So starting with our game, that is against West Ham at Anfield, where we haven't even lost a single game in the league. So it was a really important game for us, and winning 3 points were very important here because if we want to finish at number second position, having those 3 points were really crucial for us. So starting about our first half, we had plenty of chances in the first half. I think it was around 4 or 5 chances, and even West Ham had 2, 3 chances in first 20 minutes of the game. But neither of the sides were able to break the deadlock or get advantage over another side. And it was around 29th minute where Amber Chan did break the deadlock for the home team Liverpool. But before that, we had many chances. Like there was one chance with Mohamed Salah in the second minute of the game, where he beautifully traveled, found a way between the defense of West Ham and his ball. The shot he took inside the box, unfortunately, hit the sidebar. But so that didn't went in. After that, we had a chance from the corner as well, which didn't go in either. I think it was Sadio Mane or it was Van Dijk who made a header, but that didn't go in. There was another chance where Andy Robertson gave a beautiful cross, and that also didn't went in from Mohamed Salah. So there were many missings in the first game, many chances where we could have scored 3 or 4 goals. But I was really impressed with the way Amri Chan and James Milner, as he was playing as a midfielder alongside Amri Chan in this in the midfield, and yeah, so I was really impressed with the way Amri Chan was giving the forward passes and lobbing the ball, whereas James Milner was doing the right things as well. He had a chance in around the 30th minute of the game or before that, where he took a gamble and went in for a ball, even though that gave him a tough time on his knee because he fell down and got somehow injured. But thankfully, that wasn't any worrying thing because after some minutes he started playing again to the way he was playing earlier. So that's how first 29 minutes went before Amre Chan scored the goal. And it was a beautiful cross from Mohamed Salah in the 29th minute of the game, where Amre Chan gave a header and netted the ball in. So that was our 100th goal of the season. Liverpool have so far scored 100 goals. If we are only talking about that particular goal, we have scored 100 goals. By the time Emre Can scored, we scored that as a 100th goal in 40 games. So that's a big achievement for us this season. Though if you add the rest 3 goals, as we won the game by a margin of 4 goals to 1, we have now scored 103 goals in 40 games, and that is a really impressive thing for us this season. But yeah, talking about the rest of the game, that is after scoring that first goal, West Ham had their a bit of chances as well, where Arnautovic could have scored the goal, but it was brilliantly saved by Loris Karius from his one-hand touch, which certainly prevented that goal. Else the ball was really going into the netting. So I was really impressed with the way Karius played that game. Also, there was a clear chance for West Ham when Zabaleta didn't made a right cross to the West Ham player. I think it was a Noble maybe on who was running forward to and he dived, but the ball already went past him. So they had their chances and could have put Liverpool under pressure as well if they got either one goal in that moment. But that couldn't happen for West Ham. And by the end of the first half, they were just one. We had a lead of 1 goal to nil. So that was really a great, not a great, but it was a good half because we at least got a goal in that. Even though we could have scored 3 goals at least, there were many open chances for us to get us into the lead, but that didn't really happen in that half. Now, moving on to the second half, which started again really well for us because in the 6th minute of the half, we scored our second goal, which was Mohamed Salah's goal, and it was his 31st goal of the season, which he equaled the Luis Suarez's record of most goal in a season for Liverpool. So he's certainly breaking that record without any doubt. And it was all there was also another important thing that happened with that goal, that is it was 20th strike from his left foot by Mohamed Salah, who has now took over Robbie Fowler's previously set record of 19 goals from the left foot. So that's really impressive from Salah, who is not looking like he is stoppable at the moment. So that's how we got our lead to 2 goals to nil in 51st minute of the game. And now talking about then moving forward to what happened after that goal. Well, Roberto Firmino gave us the third goal of the game. And that was a easy goal for Firmino, which he scored in his own way, that is looking away and netting the ball inside. So in 57th minute, we got our third goal, and match was really under our control by now. And even though we had so many chances in the second half, scoring 3 goals by that time didn't look bad, but it also tells that we could do much better than we have been doing because our chances were really massive in that game. So many chances we had. I think there were 5 to 8 chances where we could have scored the goals, but we didn't score. We didn't took advantage of those chances. So it was after 57th minute, there was something good that happened for West Ham United. That is, and, Antonio came in as a sub, and he gave them a goal to their advantage. That is in 59th minute, he scored a goal thanks to the Kuate's pass interception on Emre Can, and he delivered the ball onto the right flank where Kuate was running, and it was easy for him to net it in the far post where our keeper carriers couldn't reach. So that wasn't any fault of Karius that West Ham scored that goal, but yeah, that could have been prevented if we uh, had alertness in our midfield. But there was no sign of worry because in the 77th minute of the game, thanks to the beautiful pass from Roberto Firmino to Andy Robertson, who again gave the ball to Sadio Mane, who ran in and tapped the ball in uh, easily around Adrian, who couldn't save it. So by 77th minute, we had a lead of 4 goals to nil, and uh, it was very relieving to see Sadio Mane scoring a goal in that game because he missed 2 3 chances before that goal. So yeah, his confidence could have went down if he wouldn't have scored that one, if he wouldn't have tapped that ball in. And coming from a hat trick in the Champions League, I think he should have scored from all the chances he had. But sometimes it happens in the game that you don't have a good day and things don't go the way you want to. But it was a really great team performance from everyone, and especially all our trio or our Fab Three getting the goals. That was the delightful thing from the game. So yeah, we won the game 4-1, and the team really displayed the quality, showed their quality. As much as I liked the cross from Alexander Arnold, and also the way We pressed in. We have been pressing throughout the game. It was really a delightful thing to watch again. And there were few more points which I loved about our performance. One was the way Amrichan was giving his passes. I mean, we need to really make sure that he doesn't leave us by the end of the season, though there's nothing much we can do if things don't go the way Amrichan wants the things to be going. But we can really hope that we manage to keep him, because he is improving, and he has improved under Jurgen Klopp massively. So yeah, Amrichan should be our player for next few seasons, is what I feel. And talking about other performances, James Milner, he never lets you down, really. Whenever you play him at any point of the game, at any position you want to play him, he will give you his 100%, and you won't be really disappointed from that guy. So yes, James Miller really impressed me in this game, and also the our goalkeeper, who has been under really who has been under pressure from past few months. But I never thought that that pressure really had on him, because he never got those many chances of playing a regular football. But now, as he is getting, and we all can see how better he is performing now. He saved that goal shot Anatovic took, and also after that save, he also saved a long ball that I think Zabaleta shot from a distance. That was a brilliant save from Karius at that moment as well. So all points to Karius for playing that well in the game. That's all I had to talk about our performance. Now, talking about the league table position, we are right now at third position, because today, that is on 25th of February, when I'm recording this podcast, Manchester United have defeated Chelsea by 2 goals to 1. So Manchester United stay at number two with 59 points. That is 2 points above us. And even though I was expecting United to either draw or lose the game, but that didn't work in our favor. So they are sitting at number two, and Manchester City are sitting at number one position, with their game yet to come on 2nd March, which is against Arsenal. And meanwhile, congratulations to Manchester City for winning the League Cup, which they won against Arsenal today. And Tottenham are now at fourth position, because they won the game in the dying minutes. That is on 80th minute, Harry Kane scored the goal, and they are sitting at number fourth with 55 points. And it's really worry signs for Chelsea, who are now at number five, that is with 53 points, because they lost to United today by a 2 goal margins to 1. And Arsenal are sitting at sixth, which is 8 points behind Chelsea. So things didn't work really well for Chelsea in this game week. But as for Liverpool, I'm really sure we can finish number two in the league this season. We have 10 games remaining, and moving forward, we have a game against United, that is away game. So if we win that game, we are definitely moving on to number second position, and that would be really pleasing sign, because Jurgen Klopp in his first season finished eighth, and then he finished fourth. And I think, to be fair, we will finish second this season, and that would be really massive improvement for us, as much as doing well in the Champions League. So yeah, finishing second would be really cool. And if you are following the pattern, then you can guess what is to come in next season. That is finishing eighth in first, then fourth, then second, and who knows what happens in the next season. I'm really hyped up about that. And with that hype in my heart, I will say good. I will say you goodbye for this podcast, and I will catch you soon with more content.